E-Butter go crazy. YouTube. What's good, guys? It's your boy T, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And tonight's live is going to be on starts and sits, and I got all the answers for whatever you need, guys. So make sure you flood the comment section and let me know you 100. So listen, right now, if you're in the comment section, put the 100 symbol. That's what we do to show support to the channel, and also let us know that the Fantasy Good Sports Army is here, guys. So make sure you put the 100 in the comment section. And also, guys, I'm going to read out the news before we begin with the stars and sits. And, guys, I am going to do the stars and sits first before I get to any comments. So, guys, be patient. I appreciate everybody being here, but I don't want to put a lot of stuff in the beginning of it and make people where they don't watch the video. So I want to be able to get to the starts and sits, and then I'm going to get to everybody's questions. So, guys, we're going to be here all night if we got to. So make sure you put your questions in the comment section and be patient and watch the whole live. So let's talk about some news. Let's see what's going on out here. So, guys, Quentin Johnson. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I don't got him as a starter, but you can start him. He is going to get more value, especially with Joshua Palmer struggling with the knee injury. So Quentin Johnson is going to be getting a lot of screens because he's a great yak guy. He's not what they thought that he was going to be as far as the Mike Williams. He's not a jump ball guy. But when he get the ball in his arm, and when he catch the ball and put the ball in his arm, that pigskin, he's a beast. I mean, he's a big 6'4" guy that can run, and he's very, very explosive. So, guys, if you got Quentin Johnson and you need a flex play and your wide receivers on the bye, you can play Quentin Johnson. But you got to be ready to go down with the ship. That means he can give you a dud, right? He can give you 5 points. Okay, well, who else? Darren Waller will be placed on IR for 4 weeks. So if you got Darren Waller, he's probably not going to be usable for the rest of this year. That's what I would say. Let's see here. Joshua Palmer is ruled out, as we already talked about with Quentin Johnson. Kyler Murray won't be activated this week, but I think he will be activated week 10. So get ready for Kyler Murray next week. Montez Sweat, which is the guy that got traded. He got traded to the Bears from the Washington Commanders. He signed a massive extension, so they gave him a good deal. Clayton Tune will be the starter. That's why I'm not really starting any Arizona Cardinals outside of Trey McBride, and I got lower expectations for him. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Let's see here. What other news we got here, guys, to talk about? Is anybody going to be active as out? Quay Walker, which is the linebacker for the Packers. We don't know. He could be out. That's so if you're trying to stream the Packers defense, if Quay doesn't play, I would not stream that defense. If Quay doesn't play, I would not stream that defense. Vita Vea, the defensive lineman for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is one of the greatest run stoppers in the game. He can be active, so that takes that defense up a notch. Tampa Bay is not chopped liver. They playing against the Texans. Now, I still like Devin Singletary, but he's going to catch more passes. That's the only reason why I'm playing him. Let's see here. Taysom Hill is going to be active. I know we talked about him having a little bit of an injury. Kayvon Thibodeau, who's leading the Giants in sacks. I really like this defense this week. I am streaming that defense. I like Kayvon Thibodeau. Let's see here. Tyler Lockett will be active. DK, it will be active. Devin Singletary is going to be set for the lead roles with Pierce being out. We already said that. David Njoku will be playing. Jerome Ford will be suiting up with him and Kareem Hunt. And Michael Wilson from the Cardinals, the wide receiver, is still listed as questionable, so he might not play. He's a game time decision. So make sure you watch 90 minutes before the game start to see if he's going to be active. Amari DeMarcado will be out, but I'm not telling you to play Keontae Ingram. Keontae Ingram, if you want to get cute, you can. I'm not playing anybody on the Cardinals. Let me see. That's about it, guys. Aaron Jones, according to Matt LaFleur, which is the head coach, He looked good and had a good week of practice, ready to cut him loose. So I'm playing Aaron Jones. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that before I get to my starts and sits. I'm playing Aaron Jones. Josh Downs is still listed as questionable. I think he's going to play. I love Josh Downs. He's a breakout wide receiver. And I am Rondale Robinson looks to play, which we knew that. They just had him on a maintenance snap. And Saquon Barkley, he's going to be managing an ankle injury for the rest of the year, but he seems to be fine, but he's going to be managing that. Puka Nacua is still questionable. I think he's going to play. Haven't heard anything about Matthew Stafford other than him being questionable. I think he's going to play. And that's it right now. So, guys, if you hear anything while I'm on the live, make sure you put it in the chat. If I missed it over anything, guys, put it in the chat. Help me out here. We're a community. So let's begin with the starts and sits. I appreciate everybody being here. Let me go ahead and shoot out some of my members. TZ, I see you, bro. I see you. Yes, sir. You too. D-Lion, what's popping, bro? I see you. I see you in the house. Yes, sir. And South, what's up, bro? He says you started hot with the backup or Kincaid. I'm starting Kincaid. All right. So let's begin, guys. For the Dolphins and Chiefs game, that's the morning game. I know a lot of you are worried about that. Don't be worried. Start them. Guys, try not to overthink it. It's like sports. You can't overthink anything. You just got to go out there and play. You got to go out there and just start your guys. If they got an early morning game and it's overseas, who cares, right? Start your guys. I don't care. Don't get cute. Play your studs. So Tua, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Raheem Mostert, I'm starting them all day, every day. I'm starting. For the Chiefs, I'm starting Pat Mahomes. Duh, TD, what you talking about? Isaiah Pacheco, Travis Kelce, and Rashee Rice. Yes, Rashee Rice. I said what I said. I'm starting Rashee Rice. He is a starting wide receiver. He is a top 24 wide receiver. I said what I said. He's been a top 24 wide receiver the last 3 weeks of the season. Going to the Vikings and Falcons. The Vikings and the Falcons. Yeah, guys, make sure you spam the chat with the 100 symbol. Let me know you in here. Put the 100 symbol. Let me know you in here in the comment section. Yes, sir. It helps out the algorithm. I appreciate everybody that does that. Also, guys, after I get off the live, if you want to go to the comment section and put the 100 symbol, I am watching, guys. And like I said, I am going to be giving out some things before the year end. So make sure you do that. Vikings and Falcons. Vikings. I'm not starting no quarterback. If Joshua Dobbs not starting, I'm not starting no Hall or nobody. So Cam Akers, I'm willing to start Cam Akers, Jordan Addison, and TJ Hawkinson. Yes, I'm starting. Sorry about that, guys. Lost a little bit of a connection. Hopefully it came back in. Okay. And again, I'm going to repeat that. So Falcons, Taylor Heineke, B. John Robinson, Kyle Pitts. I am starting Taylor Heineke. I like Taylor Heineke. He's one of my streamers of the week. I think he's going to have a really good game. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Big Will. Yes, sir. I see you, Taco. I see you. And for the Vikings, like I said, Cam Akers and Jordan Addison and TJ Hawk. Going on to the Seahawks and Ravens. Seahawks, Geno Smith, I'm starting. Kenneth Walker, I'm starting. DK Metcalf, I'm starting. Tyler Lockett, and also Jackson Smith and Jigba. Guys, and make sure you stash in Charbonnet. Now, listen, I'm going to tell you something. You better stash Charbonnet. Because if you come to me in the chat, you know I love you. This is harsh love. I'm keeping it real with you because I love you. I'm going to get on you. If you say, hey, TD, man, how much should I bid on Char? I'm like, bro, why? Excuse me. I'm going to be like, why you didn't already have him stashed? So I'm going to get on to you. So you should already have Zach Charbonnet stashed. So you stash him. He should not be on the waiver wire. I wanted to do a video about handcuffs, but those videos don't do well. It seems like y'all already know that. So I didn't want to make a video just to be making a video just for y'all to make y'all hit the like button, even though it might not be relevant news for you. So make sure Charbonnet is out there. And there's a couple other handcuffs, and I'm pretty sure y'all already know because I tell y'all that all the time. Charbonnet should be stashed, but he's not ready to be started yet. Only when a Kenneth Walker injury. For the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, you starting him. Gus Edwards, you starting him. Mark Andrews, you starting him. And Zay Flowers. I'm starting Gus. I know the Seahawks have a tough run defense, but don't get cute. How many running backs you think you should be starting over Gus? Gus is a top 24 running back this week because we got guys on bye weeks. So I'm starting Gus Edwards. I know it's a tough matchup. Yeah, if you got bell cows like Breach Hall and Saquon, yeah, you can sit Gus. Outside of that, you start Gus. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Bears and Saints. For the Bears, DJ Moore and Cole Kmet. That's it. That's it. I'm not starting nobody else for the Bears. Roshan, he missed his opportunity. And I want to go ahead and tell y'all that now. I told you a lot of y'all to stash Roshan, and I wasn't wrong. He just got hurt. He missed his opportunity. It was there for him to take it. He was going to be a 3-week starter. It was going to be, and he was going to boom. And he went down with a concussion, a bad concussion. So it be like that sometimes. You got to keep it moving, you know? So DJ Moore and Cole Kmet, I'm not starting any of the running backs unless I have to. Going over to the Saints. The Saints is hot. I'm taking all bets on the Saints to win the game. Money line. Money line, put your money line on the Saints. Derek Carr, streamer of the week. One of the streamers. I love Derek Carr. He should be stashed. He should be started in a lot of leagues. Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave. Even though Chris Olave is not like a big time guy that I like as the ADP pick, but he's still getting alpha targets and he's still a solid wide receiver. Michael Thomas, Rashid Shaheed, Taysom Hill. You might say, TD, why are you starting all those guys? Well, you got to. You got those, all those. Listen, everybody that I say start is not going to go for 30 point, 40 point. But I'm not going to sit there and get cute and not start them when who's better than those guys? Rashid Shaheed, you don't have to start them if you got better players, but you can start them. So I'm going to mention them. You right? That's the way I do my starts. And I'm not telling you to get super cute and tell you to sit a guy that I know can go for 30, 40 points, or he can give you 8, but he's still out there relevant, getting snaps and own 90% of the snaps. So I'm telling you to start Rashid Shaheed, but you don't have to. If you got Jamar Chase and you got Justin Jefferson or Amon-Ra, whoever, right? You don't got to start Rashid Shaheed, but he still is a guy that I like to name as a star. Going on to the Cardinals and Browns. Cardinals, Trey McBride, that's it. Trey McBride, that's it. Appreciate that second tape. Appreciate that, bro. And Browns. Kareem Hunt, Jerome Ford, Amari Cooper, and David Njoku. I'm starting David Njoku because PJ Walker and him has a chemistry. They have a really great chemistry. Moving on. Buccaneers and Texans. Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield, Rachaad White, Chris Godwin, and Mike Evans. Baker Mayfield has been playing solid. The Texans defense is okay. They're not extremely good, so you can start Baker. Going over to the Texans, C.J. Stroud, Devin Singletary, Tank Dell, and Nico Collins. I like all those guys. They're really good players. Tank Dell, he's a little bit volatile, but he is startable. Buccaneers secondary can be had, and they're not chopped liver, but you got to start your studs. And I'm definitely starting Devin Singletary because there's no Dameon Pierce. And if Singletary play really good, then Dameon Pierce might be in trouble for the rest of the season. I said what I said. Commanders and Patriots. Commanders, Sam Howell, Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, and Brian Robinson. Now, listen, the reason why I have Brian Robinson as a star is because how many running backs that you have out there that's getting that goal line carries? So that's why he's a star. Now, listen, he has a tough matchup. I'm not going to sit there and tell a goal line running back that's getting 80% of the snaps to sit him, even though he got a good, against the Patriots, I'm sorry. Even though he's playing against the Patriots and they're a really good run defense, I'm still playing Brian Robinson. So you got to play Brian Robinson. Jahan Dotson is up for a breakout. I think this is the third quadrant. I think he's about to break out. I liked him all season. I was wrong early. I thought he was going to be a great draft pick and boom from the beginning, but he's not. But I think it's time now, especially with Curtis Samuel being out. Sam Howell is a good quarterback. He's young, but he puts the ball out in the air. So you gotta put him in there if you ain't got no other quarterback, right? He's okay to start. And for the Patriots, I'm just starting Demario Douglas and Ramondre Stevenson. Demario Douglas, Pop Douglas, and Ramondre Stevenson. I like Ramondre Stevenson. I've been telling people to hold on to him. Hopefully, you've been able to manage the storm. But he got to get carried, especially with Kendrick Bourne going down. They got to give Ramondre the ball. Hopefully, the offensive line starts running the ball really good. Rams and Packers. Matthew Stafford, if he plays, you start him. You don't have to. If you got Derek Carr, I would start Derek Carr over Matthew Stafford. But Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, and Cooper Kupp. Now, guys, Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, with their type of value, you almost got to start those guys no matter what, because you can't sit them on the bench. They too valuable, right? They too upper echelon guys. So you just roll Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp out there. If Matthew Stafford don't play, unless you got Jamar Chase or somebody like that, you probably got to start him and just let the chips fall. Don't really worry about the points. You got, hopefully other guys on your team can pick up the slack. For the Packers, I got some stars for you. It's not because this is a great team, but it's like if you ain't got anything else, these guys can be started. So I just want to mention that before I say it. But Aaron Jones is a star. Now, I'm not saying he's a optimal top 12 guy, but if you ain't got nobody else, you can start him. A.J. Dillon, you can start him. He's been looking good. He's been the best player the last 2 weeks in fantasy on this team outside of Jordan Love as a quarterback. And Christian Watson just for the boom. Ain't nothing consistent there. We know he can go for 30 points, 40 points just because he can get behind the defense. So if you don't have to start him, but you can. And if you need to, you could go to Romeo Doubs. He has been getting 8 to 9 targets. He did get a touchdown last week. So it's not a great start, but you can start the guy. All right, let's move it on. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Also, guys, if you need help with your league and you need a consultation, sign up as a Phenom Crew member and you can take a $40 value and get a free consultation for 30 minutes. And then the rest of the year, guys, you know what you're going to pay? $20 every single time for 30 minutes if you're a Phenom Crew member. Got to be a Phenom Crew member. All right, Colts and Panthers. For the Colts, Gardner Minshew been balling. Now, for fantasy. For real life, he's okay. He's solid because he's a backup. But for fantasy, he's been balling. Jonathan Taylor, I think he looks good. We just want him to stay healthy. I made me a little bit nervous the way the snap count went in the second half, but they said he's okay. He hasn't been on the injury list. Zach Moss. You got to talk about Zach Moss. He's been balling. South, he said, just because, bro, keep grinding. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, bro. You always say, I appreciate the guys that donate, that show support to the channel. I really do appreciate that, guys. That's why I do what I do. I've been in the family union all day, belly full. I'm still coming in here grinding, doing it. And then, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be here in the morning. So I'm probably going to go live tomorrow morning at 10:30. Hopefully people don't be watching the game because I hate going live on when they got the games in the morning because it'd be like, I got a little bit of value. I have about 25, 30 people in here, 40 people sometimes. And I don't want to be doing no live with no 15 people. 15 people. I don't want to be doing it. So make sure y'all tune in for me. All right. So, yes. So we Gardner Minshew, we with Jonathan Taylor, Zach Moss, Josh Downs, if he's healthy, which it should be, and Michael Pittman. Yes, Michael Pittman. For the Panthers, Chuba. Yes, I've been telling y'all about Chuba. Excuse me. Chuba he took over that backfield. Didn't I tell y'all all year that Chuba was going to take over this backfield? Didn't I tell y'all that Chuba was going to take over this backfield? And he did. A lot of you talked about that Miles Sanders was going to be a good value. Now, listen, guys. When I say this, I'm providing content. Don't take anything personal that I'm saying far as if you was a guy that said something about Miles Sanders. Guys, I make mistakes too. And I chastise myself. Like, TD, what you talking about? You know better. I chastise, so don't take anything personal. I don't think y'all do that at this point in time. Especially people who's been following me for over a year, right? You get that. So I just want to mention that. That's just the content. Don't take it personal. It's just like a joke. It's like a comment. Because I chastise myself and I let y'all chastise me in a respectable manner. Because I chastise y'all in a respectable manner, right? Keeping it real. And guys, like I said, I will be getting to everybody's question. Don't get impatient. Appreciate you being here. Keep hitting the like button. And Adam Thielen. Chuba Hubbard and Adam Thielen. Them the only guys that I'm starting. You can start Bryce Young if you're in a 14-team league or something. But Chuba and Adam Thielen, I'm starting those guys. Going to the Giants and Raiders. Now, listen, I want to talk about my defense start of the week. Again, it's the Giants. I didn't hit twice on the Giants as a DST streamer. And Daniel Jones is also starting. So I'll go ahead and talk about Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is a star for me this week. Can I be biased? Probably. Maybe I should say don't start him. And I'm not going to sit here and chastise nobody. I'm just going to sit back and watch Daniel Jones. I'm not going to, and I don't care if he end up being the number one quarterback every week. I ain't got nothing to say. But I know, I don't want to have context because sometimes things change and The Giants could sneak in the playoffs. They got a good team. They just started off bad. It be like that sometimes. Look at Detroit Lions last year. They lost 5 straight games and end up almost making the playoffs and beating Green Bay to knock them out of the playoffs. Same thing can happen with the Giants. But Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hyatt. Yes, Jalen Hyatt is a start. You don't have to start him, but if you need to, you're in a deep league and you're looking for a wide receiver, Jalen Hyatt is a starting wide receiver. Rondale Robinson. I love Rondale Robinson. PPR monster. And for PPR, I'm starting him. Him and Josh Downs remind me of each other. They're great underneath targets. But Josh Downs is taking this game to the next level where he's starting to get downfield for some boom points. Like that 30 point, 40 point, 30 point, 40 point, 30 point, 40 point. Slow bus, 30 point, 40 point. Okay. Cowboys and Eagles. Cowboys and Eagles. Cowboys says, so the Cowboys, they got Dak Prescott. I'm starting Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott has been disgusting all year long. But now he's looking good. And I think he's a star. This is what I'm talking about with the quadrants. Things change. All of a sudden, somebody can be disgusting. All of a sudden, they opt them on their number one quarterback. That's how it happens. That's why you got to be ready for the quadrants. You got to get ready. So now Dak Prescott is probably better than a lot of top 10 guys that we've been starting all season. Dak Prescott is ready to probably be a good breakout quarterback. Tony Pollard, I'm a little bit nervous, but you got to start him. CeeDee Lamb looked like he's getting ready to break out. And I talked about CeeDee Lamb all season long as far as don't draft him early. Wait, it's going to take him a little bit of time to get going because Dak Prescott is not going to target him right. And it didn't happen for the first 4 or 5 weeks. Now things are changed. The quadrant has changed. It's a different season. Some corrections through the coaches, film study. Now they're ready to break out. So now you should have been bought because I did a video to buy low on CeeDee Lamb 2 or 3 weeks ago. Now you could have bought low on CeeDee Lamb. It was time to do that. Just like I talked about Jamar Chase about 4 weeks ago, right before Joe Burrow came off that bye week. Jake Ferguson and Brandon Cooks. Yes, I like Brandon Cooks. He is a sleeper for me this week. I'm playing Brandon Cooks. For the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, DeAndre Swift, and A.J. Brown, new brother in town. A.J. Brown, new brother in town. Okay? And Devontae Smith. Yes, Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert. You got to start those guys. I know Dallas Goedert hasn't been doing anything, but it's a tight end. Who else you going to play? And you want to get cute and bench him and play Taysom Hill? I understand it, but it could be you getting cute. You're getting cute. You know, you trying to look for the next pretty girl that walk by. We as men, we know this, especially if you got a little age on you. If you try to chase the next pretty girl that walk around, you're gonna be chasing and you're gonna be left without nothing. So you got to stick with the girl that you came to the dance with. So if I got Dallas Goedert and I drafted him, I know what type of team he's on, what type of quarterback he got. I'm going to play Dallas Goedert. I'm going to go down with this ship. I'm going to make sure my other players going to pick up when Dallas Goedert is not playing good. But I'm not going to miss that boom game. Okay, guys, let me see something here. Can you hear me in the chat? Okay. Guys, I think we're gonna have to finish. My camera went dead for some reason, so we're gonna have to finish the live like this. And I'm gonna finish because I'm gonna finish reading this out. I was trying to put my background up while we did this. Let me see something. Okay. I'm trying to get get a different background, guys, for y'all. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and finish the live like this, guys. So I will be able to pull up everybody's question, but let me finish the live. Okay, so where was I at? Where was I at? Yeah, go down with the ship. Play Dallas Goddard. You need to start Dallas Goddard. Going over to the Bills and Bengals. Yes, the Bills and Bengals. So Josh Allen is the start. James Cook, I'm starting him. Now listen, I know James Cook hasn't been playing great lately, but if you don't have anything better, he's a PPR monster. If you're in a full PPR league, you need to start James Cook. If you're in a PPR league, you need to start James Cook. Going on to Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs. You need to start Stephon Diggs. You know that. That's easy. Dalton Kincaid is a start. Gabe Davis is a start. Dalton Kincaid is ready to break out. So you got to play Dalton Kincaid. That's no question. He's a top 12 tight end rest of the season. It looks like. When he had one breakout game so far as the last couple of weeks. So I'm still starting. I'm still trusting him as a top 12 guy. For the Bengals, which should be a lot of points scored in this game, Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. I'm starting all those guys. And for the Chargers and Jets, Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, and Keenan Allen, I'm starting. Those are the only guys that I say is a necessity start, but you can start Quentin Johnson if you need to. Jets, Breach Hall, and Garrett Wilson, that's it. That's the only guys that I'm starting. Now listen, guys, let me see if I'm trying to be able to put my background up. I'm trying to put my background up. Okay, I got it right here. Let me see. I think I got this. Here we go right here. And I apologize for this, guys. So, equipment, you know how the equipment is, man. It went dead. My camera went dead. So I'm going to try to let it charge, and then hopefully I can come back in the live later. There we go. Right there. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me get this camera, charge it up. Okay, let's go. All right, let's get to the comic section. Yes, sir. Charlene, what's going on, girl? Appreciate you always showing support to the channel. One of my main subscribers. Always been. She found me this year and been supporting the channel full effort. I appreciate you, girl, and very knowledgeable. She says full PPR, Henderson or Hubbard, or Addison or Brandon Cook. Would you trade Deshaun Watson for Purdy? Okay, so let's start with the Henderson and Hubbard. I'm going with Hubbard. Henderson is too musical chairs for me. It's like who gonna be down there for the goal line. It just depends what Sean McVay feel like, and I'm not going off feelings. I need to go off stats. I need to go off facts. And facts is Chuba Hubbard is the starter, and so since he started, who's gonna get the goal line opportunities? Hubbard. Why would you bring Hubbard in and start him and then take him out and let Miles Sanders score unless Hubbard is tired or something? So I'm going with Chuba Hubbard. Addison or Brandon Cooks. Now listen, my method is always start the studs. So Addison is that type of star. But I'm biased on this one. I admit I'm going away for what I always say. So I'm giving you context. So you could go with Addison, but I'm going with Brandon Cooks because I think the matchup is better. I think Dak Prescott is going to be scoring more points than the Minnesota Vikings because of the backup. So I would play Brandon Cook. But if you want to play Addison, I will not chastise you, and I won't say Monday, hey, you should have played Brandon Cook. Nah, that's disingenuous. Addison is the starter, and I understand why people want to play him, and he's been a stud. Even though he got a backer, that backer could come in and throw for one touchdown. That could be Addison on a 50-yard bomb, and that could be enough to be a top 12 wide receiver. So I want to be genuine to that. But I'm starting Hubbard and Brandon Cook. And would I trade Deshaun Watson for Purdy? Yeah, I don't trust Deshaun Watson for the rest of this season just because of what he's been through too much. So if you need to do that, but I wouldn't make that trade if you ain't gonna be able to play Purdy. If you believe Purdy gonna have great matchups in the fantasy football playoffs, then yeah, make it. But don't make it just because Deshaun Watson ain't doing that. I think I can trade him. I will make that trade only if I plan on using Purdy later in a different quadrant or the fantasy football playoffs. Great questions. Charlene says, I'm monitoring Kyle Phillips. Yes, I like Kyle Phillips. I talked about him in the summer. I said he's a good slot guy. He started off unhealthy. Now he's healthy. And Will Levis can wheel and deal, so he might be fantasy relevant. User Nerd, what's up, bro? He said, do you start Hubbard or Ford? I think it's a tie. Bro. I'm going to go with Ford got a better matchup, but I like Hubbard. I like Hubbard. He's getting the full workload. Ford is not going to get the full workload. Kareem Hunt can steal a snap from him. So I like Hubbard, but if you want to go with Ford, I think it's tomato. I think it's even. Ford is very explosive. He can have one big play. That's all it takes. But I'm going to go with Hubbard. D-Lion says, Aaron Jones versus the Rams or Stevenson versus the Washington. Lost Chase and Sweat. Right. I'm going with Stevenson versus the Washington. Let me see here. D-Lion says, if Puka is out, do I put Aaron Jones or Jordan Addison with backup quarterback in the flex? If Puka is out, do I put Aaron Jones? I'm going with Aaron Jones over Jordan Addison. That's just me. Woo. I'm going with Aaron Jones in full PPR. Jordan Addison makes me nervous with a backup quarterback. But like I said, man, that's a great question. I'm still probably going with the running back over Jordan Addison this week. TZ says, what wide receiver would you go with rest of the season? Brandon Ayuk or Marquise Brown? Full PPR, would you trade for Brandon Ayuk or for Marquise Brown? Okay. So for full PPR, would you trade Brandon Ayuk for? No, I wouldn't trade Brandon Ayuk. Not for Marquise Brown. I would not trade Brandon Ayuk. I think Brandon Ayuk is a top 24 wide receiver. So I'm going with Brandon Ayuk. Okay. Itty Bitty says, top of the evening. Yes, sir, bro. Charlene says, Longhorns beat Kansas State without Ewers. Last couple of weeks. Great game. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Itty Bitty says, yeah. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you. D-Line said, what's popping? Yeah, we did that already. Okay. And Dirt Boy, he says, what's good, bro? JSN or Hollywood Brown standard? He said JSN or Hollywood Brown standard. I gotta go with JSN. I can't trust Hollywood Brown with Clayton Tune. So I gotta go with JSN. Even though JSN is a PPR guy, but just because he got Geno Smith, I'm going with JSN over Hollywood Brown because of the quarterback. Taco says, how's it going, man? I need one running back and one flex, 4 PPR. Jerome Ford, Aaron Jones, James Cook, Michael Thomas, or Nico Collins. He said, I need one running back and one flex, 4 PPR. I'm going to go with Nico Collins for the flex, and the running back, I will go with Jerome Ford. Appreciate you, Martin. Appreciate you, Taco. Appreciate you, Charlene. Big Will. He said, what's up, sir? Appreciate everything you do. Yes, sir. Would you start Christian Watson over Rashid Shaheed? Bro, I'm going to get cute. I'm going to say Rashid Shaheed. I'm getting cute. So that means you ain't got to pay me no attention. I'm giving you straight facts. You ain't got to pay me no attention. I'm getting cute. You can go with, I'm going with Rashid Shaheed. You can go with Christian Watson. Also, would you pick up Gardner Minshew for tomorrow? Yes, I would. I would play Gardner if I had to. Appreciate you, Big Will. 30 point for the punt. Tyreek Hill. 40 point, 30 point. I'm slow bus. I'll never forget that comment. Yes, sir. Charlene says, TD, relax. I have Walker and Charbonnet. I seen what I seen. I know, Charlene. And Second Take says, TD. Let me see. Second Take says, love the haircut. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Guys, I be so busy. I should be getting a haircut about every 2 weeks. I be so busy. I don't have time. I got to come on. You know, if I if I get off of work and go get a haircut, I won't be able to come home and do the lives or do my video. So that'd be the main reason. I'm a grind. I'm from the country. So I just come home, I grind, I work and grind. That's all I do. Appreciate you, bro. Second Take says, Stafford is a game time call. Go. And I'm between Chuba, Devin Singletary, and Puka. Listen, if Puka plays, man, that type of guy, you just kind of got to play him. But if you just want me to be in a vacuum and pick the best guy for like the matchup for this week 9, I'm probably going with Chuba. The coach's run defense has been terrible. Excuse me. So I'm probably going with Chuba. He said, am I getting too cute? He said, Stafford is a game time call. Go. I am between Chuba, Devin Singletary, and Puka. No, you're not getting cute. You're trying to play the best matchup, especially with Matthew Stafford being out. Who wants to play a backup? Who wants to play a wide receiver, a bell cow wide receiver with a backup quarterback? But sometimes you got to get cute, and I'm okay with that. It's time to get cute. And I can see why you're getting cute. Now, the easy way not to get cute would just play Puka. But he got a knee injury, too. So that's a lot of negatives to try to go ahead and just go down with the ship. So I understand that, bro. This is time to get cute. I won't chastise you. Go ahead and put what I always say, going to put that nose ring in. Pause. Okay, yeah, we did that one already. Charlie said, you should have a t-shirt. Don't be cute. Just kiss. Keep it simple. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna get. Hey, I gotta get these slogans. I gotta go get shirts for these slogans. I got a lot of slogans. TZ says, hit the like and sub. Thank you. Let's see how many likes we got. 23. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Secretary says, yes, you did with Chuba. Yes, I told people that Chuba was going to be better. I'm not taking no victory lap. Just things that I saw. That's just how I feel. Charlene says, Longhorns. Okay, yeah, we did that one already. Oh, yeah, okay. He's beat without. He's been out for a couple weeks. Out for a couple weeks. Yeah, for a couple weeks. Great game though. Yes, I didn't know he was out though. I don't watch a lot of college. Well, not like Texas. I watch a lot of Colorado and a couple other highlights through college. Charlene says if that can minimize his interception, yes, he's a good quarterback. I agree with that. D Lion says Puka might. Okay, yeah, I think we did that when. Okay, Puka might be out a couple next weeks. Puka might be out this week. Next week he will be on bye, so I won't have him for 2 weeks. Should I make a trade for Justin Jefferson on IR? Should be back in 2 weeks, anyways. Yes, if you got the record to do it, bro, I would do that. If you got the record to do it, I would definitely do that. Ryan Kendall, what's going on, bro? He says flex too. Taysom Hill, McBride, Royce Freeman. Those are tough guys to flex. I'm going to go with Taysom Hill and Royce Freeman. Taysom Hill and Royce Freeman. Charlene says, uh-oh. I think that's when my camera ran out. John Maioli, appreciate you, bro. Yes, sir. Appreciate you being here. John says, half PPR. Start DK Metcalf versus Baltimore or Josh Downs versus Carolina. I'm going with Josh Downs versus Carolina. As long as he's healthy. I don't like the game time decision stuff, but if I feel like he's going to be healthy, I'm going with Josh Downs. He's killing it. Thank you, Charlene. TZ says, what wide receiver would you go with rest of the season? Brandon Ayuk or Marquise Brown? 4 PPR Ayuk. I think I did that one already. I'm going with Ayuk all day. Kel says, James Cook, Josh Downs, Nico Collins, Romeo Dobbs, Royce Freeman. Pick one in the flex. I'm going with Nico Collins, and Josh Downs is a close second. Charlene says, maybe you were being too cute and broke the camera. I might have been. You right, Charlene. You right. Lunch Table Legend. What's up, bro? He's a star 2, 4 PPR. James Cook, Kareem Hunt, DJ Moore, Zay Flowers, or Ramondre Stevenson. 4 PPR. I'm going with Ramondre Stevenson. I'm going with Ramondre Stevenson and Kareem Hunt. I'm sorry, DJ Moore. Ramondre Stevenson and DJ Moore. Those are the alphas. I'm going with DJ Moore, Ramondre Stevenson, bro. Yes, sir. Nifty. What's good, bro? TZ says, this might be off topic, but what are your thoughts on Kyler Murray return with regards to Arizona the rest of the season and his ability to run? You think he would be a top 10 quarterback? I think of it like this. It's nothing to go and break down and guess on for us if he's gonna be top 10. If you streaming quarterbacks, I think you can't stream a better quarterback. I think you got to pick him up and try to give him a shot and play him. That's all it is to it. I wouldn't try to guess and see if he's going to ball out rest of the season, be top 5. I just think if you streaming quarterbacks. Now, listen, where the cutoff goes is I think Derek Carr would probably be better than Kyler Murray. I think Derek Carr would be better than Kyler Murray, but I think Kyler Murray would be somewhere around the top 12 just because of his potential and what he's done in the past. So, like I said, if you streaming quarterbacks, if you got Deshaun Watson and you need to go pick up Matthew Stafford or somebody like that, I'm going with Kyler Murray. You should have Kyler Murray stash and play him. But for us thinking that he's going to be better than some of these top guys, I wouldn't even worry about that. If I got a top quarterback like Lamar Jackson, Tua, Pat Mahomes, Geno Smith, I wouldn't worry about it. Now, if you stashed them and you just want to wait and see how our first couple games go, that's fine and make that decision. If you in an 18, 10-team league, you can do that. But I wouldn't try to get cute and try to guess too much about what Kyler Murray is going to do and if he's better than my top quarterback. Play your studs. If you stream a quarterback, then you should have been stashed Kyler Murray a while and to see what he does and play him for the first week if you need to. But I wouldn't do it against Derek Carr. Derek Carr is a guy that I'm thinking is going to be booming. But Matthew Stafford, I'm definitely playing Kyler Murray. Nifty says James Cook or Ford this week. I'm going with Ford. He got a great matchup. What's good, bro? What's good? What's going on with you, Mr. Anderson? Dylan, what's going on with you, bro? He says, forewarning, this is going to be very ugly question. Trying to help my pops out in the family league. That's fine. Go ahead, Dylan. You good, bro? You good. You show support to the channel. You good. George says, for flex, Olave, Quentin Johnson, or Tank Dell. I'm going with Olave. So y'all know I keep it real. You know I'm not big on Olave, but I'm not going to sit here and tell nobody to get cute. I think Quentin Johnson has a chance to have a good week, but I'm not going to tell you to sit no Olave. Olave needs to be starting in every single league. If you got Olave on your team, he needs to be starting unless you drafted a killer team and you got 3 stud wide receivers. So Olave over Quentin Johnson and Tank Dell. All right, let's go, Dylan. He says start 1 running back, 1 flex, 4 PPR. Okay, so we're doing 1 running back and 1 flex. Keontae Ingram. And also, guys, I don't mind people helping people out in the chat. I don't mind that because we are a family. So, like I said, guys, every so often, if you want to go and spam the chat with the 100 symbol, I also appreciate that too. So he says Keontae Ingram, Charbonnet. Keontae Ingram, Charbonnet, Singletary. If I get his claim off waivers, I'm going with Singletary over Keontae Ingram and Charbonnet. He says McKinnon, Jeff Wilson, and Latavius Murray. Quentin Johnson, Rondell, Mingo, Odell, Shakir, Crowder, Ferguson, Everett. So the 2 I'm going with is Singletary and Rondell Robinson in 4 PPR. Singletary and Rondell Robinson. Okay. Joseph, what's going on with you, bro? Make sure you subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Joseph says, pick 2. PPR, Puka Nacua, T. Higgins, Dalton Kincaid. Thanks. So I'm not going to tell you to go. I would tell you go to tight end if you got to. Because usually I don't like playing double tight end. But in tight end premium, it's okay. And sometimes you got to do it because you ain't got a better player. So I'm going to go with T. Higgins and Puka Nacua if Puka is healthy and he starts and Matthew Stafford plays. If Matthew Stafford doesn't play, I still would go with Puka, but I think it'll be okay to go with Dalton Kincaid if Matthew Stafford doesn't play. I can understand that, and you can go down with this ship, and I'm okay with you going down with that ship as a fantasy expert and giving you advice. So it's all about Puka Nacua and Matthew Stafford. If Matthew Stafford is inactive, then you can play that tight end in the flex or whatever you want to play him at, wherever you're playing. So T. Higgins and Dalton Kincaid if Matthew Stafford is out. Matthew Stafford active, Puka Nacua, and T. Higgins. Okay, so I just found out Stafford is out. It's got to be T. Higgins and Dalton Kincaid. I would do that. Now, if you want to play Puka still can go in and give you 80 yards on 10 catches. So you got to be, Walford ain't terrible. I'm sorry, not Walford, but Brett Rippon. Brett Rippon is not terrible. So, he can get the ball out to some guys. So I'm okay with you going Puka and T, but if you want to go Dalton, that's fine too. Appreciate that, Mr. Anderson. Appreciate that, bro. Mr. Anderson says, do you think Christian Watson would turn up in the 4th quadrant? Bro, I don't know no more than nobody else don't know. All I know is I'm going to keep him stashed on my team because of the upside and the draft capital. And I think he's a good player. I haven't seen him play terrible. I just seen bad quarterback play. So I'm going to keep him stashed. So I don't sit there. I don't have no direct answer for you. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, of course, man. Because, Christian Watson, throw that part for that part. Throw that part for that part. No, I'm not going to sit there and cap like that. But I do like Christian Watson, and I'm going to keep him stashed on my team, and I'm not dropping him the whole season unless something happened, like with an injury or something, knock on wood. And he said Stafford is out. Samuel, what's up, bro? Samuel, what's up, bro? Appreciate you being here as always. He says, would you recommend dropping Roschon Johnson if you got to? He missed his window. He had his chance. He had his chance for 3 weeks, but he got a concussion. So if you need to move on, then do it. If you need to move on, it's okay. B Silver, he says, hey, TD, I've been holding on to 3 to 4 quarterbacks all season long, playing a carousel. I get it. 1 quarterback lead, 12 teams. Okay, I have Carr starting this week, Stroud and Levis on the bench, Collins and Fields and R. Sparks. What do I do? You play Carr this week. If he balls out, you play him next week no matter what, even if Kyler comes back. And if Kyler starts booming and outplaying everybody and being the quarterback that he used to be, then maybe you can think about trading one of your other quarterbacks or just go ahead and playing Kyler over Carr. But I think Carr's going to ball this week, so I think you're going to probably ride out with Carr the rest of the season. That's just me, unless Kyler goes out and boom and plays out of his mind, which is possible. Nifty says Musgrave, Henry, Otten, or Everett. Need to stream a tight end with Laporta on bye. I'm going with Otten. B Silver, what's up, bro? B Silver says they just announced that Matthew Stafford is out. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate that. Samuel says 4 PPR, pick one: Gerald Everett, Henry, or Otten, or McBride. I'm going with Otten. McBride don't have a quarterback, but I'm definitely stashing McBride for next week. Steven, he says Puka without Staff or Watson. I'm probably still going to say Puka to be safe. But Puka got a knee injury, so I got to be fair to that, man. He got a knee injury. He looks like he's going to play. I'm not going to get too super cute. For the safe play, I still will go with Puka for the safe play. Watson got the boom. That's about it. That's all he got that you can guarantee that he can go for boom. But what does that mean for us? Charlene says, hopefully I get Monty and Jefferson back soon. I get tired of losing. I know you're 6-2. You're going to be okay. It be like that sometimes. You got to weather the storm to win the championship. That philosophy is all over the world. Nothing's never going to be perfect. Don't lose yourself within the storm. Don't panic within the storm. That's why I always tell y'all, don't drop your guys. Play your studs. Trust what you got going on. Don't give up. That's the name of the game in life. That's why I talk about life and not just fantasy football. I don't get into the analytics because it ain't all about analytics to win. You see people in sports and coaches, they do all the analytics and they get their ass whooped. What makes the difference is people who trust their process and got a gift for stuff. And I think I have a gift for watching players in fantasy football. And so I just go down with the ship. I'm not going to, so you good. Don't worry about them 2 losses. Samuel says T. Higgins or Olave. That's a good one, bro. That's a good one. I'm not no big T. Higgins fans, but I'm not going to sit here and cap. Joe Burrow looked good last week, and that team is going to make T. Higgins. If I'm playing the Bengals, I'm double teaming Jamar Chase every time he line up. I got a corner on him, and I got my safety that's going to shade or my linebacker that's going to shade every single play. So I'm going to say T. Higgins in this one. I got to give T. Higgins a little bit of credit. I'm going to say T. Higgins with this one. Appreciate you, Dylan. Yes, sir. B Silver, he says, hey, I have Shorts as my starting tight end. Do I sway and pick up something from the waiver wire? Conklin, Everett, Jonu, Otten, Musgrave. The only guy that I might would do was Otten, but I don't think you have to. I don't think you have to. Otten is a good play, but you don't have to do that. You don't have to play. You don't have to play. You don't have to play Schultz, but but Otten is a good pickup. But he's not good enough for me to tell you that's a must do or a must start. So I would sit pat probably with Schultz. I wouldn't want to move on from Schultz and then he go off and then you upset. To me, that'll hurt you more than if Otten go off. If you go to Otten and he give you 7 points and then Dalton Schultz go for 23, you're going to be upset with yourself. So that's how I'm going to look at it. But if you okay with Schultz going off and you still want to stream a guy and go with Otten, that's okay. Sometimes, guys, it's no science to know who's going to get the targets. Now, when it comes to Kelsey and Mark Andrews and these top guys, we can pretty much got a science down. But we know what kind of targets they're going to get. But when it comes to these tight ends that come and go, there's no science to this shit. So all you can do is go down with the guy that you trusted, that you drafted, and make sure you don't be upset if they don't hit. That's the only thing you can do in fantasy sometimes. TZ, he says Chuba or Stevenson in the flex. Full PPR, also Patriots defense or Las Vegas. I'm definitely not going with Las Vegas defense. They okay. Las Vegas Raiders could be okay, but I think the Giants is going to be okay. I mean, they ain't terrible, but You know what, man? You could go with the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm not going to be biased. The Giants, all they got is Saquon, right? Daniel Jones ain't played in 4 weeks? So I can understand you going with the Raiders as the defense. But between Chuba and Stevenson, I'm gonna still go with Stevenson because of Kendrick Bourne being out. Stevenson got to be an extension of the passing game. So I'm going to go with Stevenson over Chuba, even though I really like Chuba. So I would say Stevenson and Las Vegas. I don't feel great about Las Vegas. I think that the Giants have a good offensive game, but the Patriots have a good. I mean, they're going against the Commanders, who put up a lot of points the last couple of weeks. Even though they look bad against the Giants, Sam Howell can throw the ball. So I'm gonna go with the Las Vegas defense, and it's close, and I would say Stevenson. What's going on with your bruh? Travis Looney in the house. What's going on with your bruh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. I think I did this question, but we can do it again. I would go with Otten. Out of this group. Musgrave, Henry, Otten, or Everett need to stream a tight end with Laporte on the bye. I will go with Otten. And Charlene says, I'm 6-2. We know you're killing this, Charlene. Just weather the storm. You got Justin Jefferson. You got some killers. Jay, Life and Sports Talk with Jay. Life and Sports Talk with Jay. Yes, sir, bro. He said, yo, what up, bro? I got a tough week. Wish me luck. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hi, you. Hi, you. Y'all don't know nothing about that, do you? Put that in the chat if you know what that reference was. How you says trade Pollard, Deontay for Amon-Ra? No, sir. No, sir. And listen, I might be biased, and I don't think I'm biased when it comes to this. But people would tell you, I've never told nobody to trade Amon-Ra. People came to me early in the season when Amon-Ra went down with an injury. And they kept saying, hey, TD, should I trade this for Amon-Ra and trade Amon-Ra for this? And I'm like, nah, man. Nope. So I'm going to say, nah, man, Amon-Ra is a top 5 wide receiver, bro. You can't get nobody more consistent than that with those type of routes and targets. So I'm going with Amon-Ra. Keep Amon-Ra. Don't trade that. That's like somebody saying, If you had to go outside and sleep in your car, would you sell your house, right? Just because somebody gonna give you a few extra thousand. Now listen, if somebody was gonna give you Jamar Chase and Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes, I might say, hey, I love Amon-Ra, but do it. Somebody gonna give you $5 million for a $200,000 house, do it. But don't just trade a guy just because somebody want to trade with you. Some guys are league winning guys if you're trying to win the league. Shining, he says full PPR. Ford or Henderson Jr. this week. I'm going with Ford. Charlene says, I need a bucket to get the water out of my ship. I know, TD. I've been playing fantasy football for 20 years. You have your ups and well as your downs. Yes. She said, I got to get the water out of my ship. Yep. You got to go down with that ship. Johnny says, I think he's trying to get the sun god. Oh, okay. Okay, let me see this. Let me go back. Trade Pollard and Deontay for, he said, trade Pollard, Deontay for Amon-Ra. Yeah, if you can get Amon-Ra, you definitely do that all day long. Shawnee says, bet. Thanks, boss. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Bill Nance. What's going on, Bill? He says, need two. Douglas, DJ Moore, and Addison. PPR. Need two. Douglas, DJ Moore, and Addison. I'm going with Douglas and DJ Moore. Joe, appreciate you, Joe. Coming in, new to the channel with a super chat. Joe in the house. He says, add Fournette or Shakir. I'm going with, okay. If you got really good wide receivers, stash that running back. You always stash running back. Listen, I stash running backs like bachelors stash girls that's trying to sow their oats. I'm stashing everything. I don't turn anything down but my collar when it comes to running backs. I don't care who you is. Thirst, DeMarcado, Keontae Ingram, TD. I don't care who you is. I'm stashing a running back that got an opportunity because you never know what can happen. I've seen third-string running backs win people fantasy football championships. Do y'all remember about 5-6 years ago when Elijah McGuire was the running back for the Jets when Le'Veon Bell had got hurt? And Elijah McGuire came and started and gave you about 14, 15 points and finished as a top 16 RB. You got to stash these running backs. So now listen, if you don't have a good wide receiver, Shakir could be a flex play for you some weeks, especially on bye week, especially next week with a lot of buys coming up. But if you're good with wide receiver, I would rather stash a running back and never have to use them because you never know what can happen. James Cook could go down, and next thing you know, the other running back got an ankle injury and Fournette getting a full workload. So that's why I would say stash Fournette. Mr. Anderson. He says 20 years OG status. What you mean, bro? What do you mean 20 years OG status? You've been doing what for 20 years? Fantasy 20 years OG status? Charlene. I still got to get that reference from the Anthony Hamilton song. I still got to get that reference because every time I read out your name, Charlene, I'm going to do that song from Anthony Hamilton. Do you know that song, Charlene? Go look up Anthony Hamilton and put Charlene. Say Anthony Hamilton and YouTube and put Charlene. You're going to see that song. It's a song about a girl named Charlene. She said, sometimes I feel that I am rare. Remember okay, I'm the hare. Remember the tortoise and the hare? I started hot, now I'm cooling down. Nah, you the tortoise. You the tortoise. You going down with the ship. You just chopping away steadily. Steady beats impact. I had to learn that a lot in life as a young guy, especially in like college and school. I would burn out in school. I would burn first 2 months. I kill it in school, and then I get bored of it, and then I just let it go. And I had to learn like now it's a grind. It's a grind. You got to keep grinding. Got to keep grinding. Got to keep grinding. Mass Network, he laughing. Please let me know, bro. Put it in the chat and let me know what you laughing at, Mass Network. I want to laugh with you, bro. What did I say? Okay. And Mass Network says, Ayuk. Miss Standard said, Charlene said she's been playing fantasy for 20 years. Yes. Right. Yeah, she OG. That's why I give her respect, man. She got a lot of and Charlene, maybe hey, when you get in some of my leagues, I could bring you up on a couple lives because I think you have I like the way you play fantasy. A lot of things that I've been doing for the 5 years that I've been playing competitively fantasy football in leagues. You've been doing that for a long time. So maybe one day you can come up if you're not too shy and chop it up and tell people how long you've been playing fantasy. Nifty says that Anthony Hamlin song a hit. Yes. You know about that, Nifty? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Charlene says, yes, I heard that song. Do you like it? Do you like that song? Or are you into Anthony Hamilton as far as his music? All right, let me see something here, guys. Let me see something here. And Bill Nance, he says Fields is listed as doubtful with his destination. Will his destination be changed to out before 1 p.m. so I can put him on IR? I don't know, bro, but he shouldn't be he's not gonna play, so he should go back on. I don't know if they're gonna put him on IR, but I know what you're talking about, IR for your league. Yeah, they're gonna change that out. He's not playing this week. Next week he might play. Yep. So I'm pretty sure he will be out before the game, bro. Probably early in the morning. Guys, again, don't forget to tune in at 10:30. 10:30 is my live time. And guys, I will start building shows up, and that way I will leave them up. That way y'all can hit the notification bell. And guys, also, if you're still listening to the live, show support. Put the 100 symbol and make sure you hit the like button. I want to see everybody spam the chat and put the 100 symbol inside the chat. Like I said, it helps out in the algorithm. And if you ever watch a video of mine and you want to show support to the channel, the way you do that is you can sign up as a member, any member. I got a $1 tier. I got a $20 tier. Now, the dollar tier just gets you where you can text me. And you can text me your teams and I'll rank them. Now, if you sign up as a Phenom crew member, you're allowed to come up on the lives. You can chop it up with me on the lives. Matter of fact, let me do that right now. For the people that are my Phenom crew members, I'm going to put that up right now. I'm going to send that link. And anybody that want to come up, you're welcome to it. And you can chop it up, ask me a question, or you just can give me a shout out. So I'm going to put that in the chat. That's for the Phenom crew members. And sometimes if it ain't a lot of value, it just depends. It just depends. If I'm feeling happy, if I'm feeling good, I'll let you come up. And as long as you're a member, you got to be a member though. Got to be a member of the channel. So yeah, make sure you support me, guys. Let me see. Appreciate you. Charlene says, I have a lot of knowledge. I will enjoy that, TD. Yes, we gotta have time to do that. I want you to get in one of my dynasty leagues. Charlene, have you ever played dynasty? I have dynasty leagues, great dynasty leagues. Let me see. Let's see how many likes we got. We got 31 likes, guys. That's not bad for my camera to go out. That's not bad. That's not bad. I appreciate everybody that's in here. Appreciate you, Travis. Always supporting the channel, bro. Always supporting the channel. Nifty, appreciate you, bro. And Mr. Anderson, he says Taysom Hill, JSN, or Henderson in the flex. I'm going with JSN in the flex. JSN. And Sports Dog says 18 of 6 points. Okay, 18 6 point PPR. 2 wide receivers, Chuba Hubbard and James Cook. Okay, 18 6 point passing touchdown. I think that's what he means. Chuba Hubbard or James Cook. I also have Aaron Jones, Brian Robinson. Would you make any changes? Also, I have an open bench spot. I could use a wide receiver. Any ideas? Okay, so between Chuba Hubbard and James Cook, I'm going with Chuba. I'm going with Chuba over Brian Robinson and Aaron Jones. I wouldn't make any other than playing Chuba. That's the only thing I would do. And you said that you have an open bench spots. You could use a wide receiver. Any ideas? Rashid Shaheed. I like Rashid Shaheed. I like Rondell Robinson and Jalen Hyatt. I like Brandon Cooks. Rashid Rice. And that's it. And Quentin Johnson. Quentin Johnson is a nice stash too. But I definitely love Rashid Shaheed and Rondell Robinson. Those are 2 guys that I'm really high on. Bill says Jordan Love or Baker Mayfield. Patty cake, Baker's man. Roll around, throw him in the pan. Patty cake, Baker's man. Roll around, throw him in a pan. Y'all don't know nothing about that. I'm going with Baker. Patty cake, Baker's man. Let me see. Charlene says, Peter, I might take your money though. Hey, it's there to be taken. It's there to be taken. Let me get my words right. Let me get my past tense right. It's there to be taken. You can take it. You can have it. That's why I do it. That's what I do it for. I'm not, like I said, I don't win every single fantasy league. Matter of fact, guys, I haven't never won a championship inside of a money league. I came in second a bunch of times, like 7 to 8 times in the last 3 years. I've lost in the championship, and you know who been killed me? Mike Evans. Mike Evans and Tom Brady has ate me up. Pause. Has killed me in a lot of leagues for the last 3 to 4 years. So, but I'm okay. I'm good with that. I don't cap. I ain't no lie. I don't tell no lies. I can count the lies that I've told in my life. No cap. Let me see. Appreciate you, Nifty. Appreciate you, Big Will. Alex says, what's up, brother? Should I flex Zay Flowers or Dalton Kincaid? I have Hawkinson at my tight end. I'm flexing Zay. JD, what's up, bro? Glad to see you here. JD says start DK or Puka. I'm going to go with DK because of what's going on with Puka with his knee and also Matthew Stafford being out. So I'm going with DK. Guys, I might do another live. I might do another late night live about 12, 1 o'clock. tonight. I might go live. So if you up, you can tune in. Guys, I can't wait till I do this full time. I'm going to be doing a lot of like 12, 1 o'clock late night lives with fantasy football. I'm going to be cutting edge. I'm going to be having people coming on, different types of people, talking about certain stuff in the off season about football stories, sometimes just a sports story. Because remember, this is fantasy good sports. It's it's not just like pure fantasy. You know what I'm saying? So we can talk about anything as long as it's pertaining with sports. And sometimes I'll even go off that a little bit and just talk about life because I think that's big. That's what makes my channel my channel. Bill Dance is Baker or Love. Pedicate, Baker's man. Baker. Shirley says, never played Dynasty. Hey, I'm telling you, you'll love it. Listen, once you draft your team, that's your guys forever, unless you trade them or they retire. Dynasty, probably the best way to play football. Dynasty is going to take over. Now, it's going to be always redraft leagues because those are good, big money type opportunities. But Dynasty is where it's at. It keeps the camaraderie. You got the same people and shows the skill set of watching players, being on players before people, drafting players every year. It's awesome. And now I got some dynasty leagues. I don't know how many more I'm going to do because I'm in a lot of them, but I will be doing best ball, and I might do some best ball dynasty leagues. I don't have to manage it so much. I don't want to do a lot of managing unless I need help because I'm already in like 8, 9 dynasty leagues. Alex says 4 PPR. Flex, Zay Flowers, or Kincaid. I have Hawkins. Okay, I think I already did that one already. It might have been a little bit different. I'm playing Zay Flowers, but I think I did that one already. Yeah, appreciate you, Alex. Appreciate you. There you go. He says Keontae Ingram, Brian Robinson, or Roshan. I'm going with Brian Robinson, man. Listen, Keontae Ingram is the full-time running back, but I'm gonna go with Brian Robinson because he's getting the full workload too. Only Antonio Gibson is getting some passing downs, but that's it. Keontae Ingram, I can't tell you to play that with a backup Clayton Tune, right? Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Let me see how many likes we got. Let's see how many likes we got. We got 33. 33. Let me see something. I'm gonna try to turn this camera back on. Yep. All right. So B-Dub says, I have Henry. Should I drop Spears or Hunt for D. McConnell the rest of the season? No, sir. Don't you drop no Spears or Hunt. Remember, you have to stash running backs. I'm like a bachelor that's trying to sow his oats. I'm stashing everything. I said what I said. I'm stashing everything. I'm not turning nothing down but my collar. That's what you do with running back. That's why I go 0 RB because I'm picking up everything off the waiver. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty for running backs. Pause. I'm picking up everything. So don't go for that DeMarcado. You can't rely on that. You already got some good guys that you can rely on. You know what Hunt, as long as he's healthy, you know what Hunt's gonna get some goal line opportunities. You know he's gonna be okay in that Cleveland run game. Spears is sitting there, he's a top handcuff. Wait, anything happening with Derrick Henry, he's ready to play. He's gonna play good even when Derrick Henry is active. So no, I wouldn't do that. I would keep Spears. Alex says, fire. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Sammy says, not to get off topic. Boston Celtics looking good. No, bro, that's okay. You ain't getting off topic. You ain't getting off topic, bro. JD says, appreciate it, brother. Anytime. Alex says, full PPR. Flex Zay Flowers or Hubbard. I'm going with Hubbard this week. I'm going down with the ship with Hubbard. So like Charlene said, I got to get the bucket and start dumping off water. If anything happened with Chuba and he don't play good, I accept that, guys. But I mean, he's a running back that's getting the full workload. Miles Sanders is the backup. There you go. Jack Booz, appreciate it, bro. He says, keep it up, bro. Thank you. Yes, Charlene. My camera, I charged it up a little bit. It might go dead again, but we're going to keep it going. As long as we got questions in the comment section, we're going to keep it going. I appreciate y'all keeping it real with me, staying with me, no matter what. I don't know why my camera, I think maybe I didn't have it in all the way, but when I went out this morning, it didn't charge. So I appreciate it. But hey, appreciate you, Jack. Appreciate you. And like I said, guys, if anybody that's part of the membership crew, if you want to come up and chop it up with me, you can. And also, all right, guys, just to be honest, if you don't got to be part of it, part of the Phenom crew. If you want to come up and chop it up, y'all don't be so nervous to come up and chop it up with me. Y'all act like y'all nervous. Nobody doesn't come up anymore. People used to love to come up. CHB used to come up. Who else? Pretty Richie came up. The rest of y'all don't want to come up. You ain't got to show your face. You can keep it blocked. You ain't got to show your face. And I will be bringing up one of the champions of my league. He's waiting on his ring. Once his ring comes, he will be doing a live with me. I don't know if we're going to do stars and sits or top 10 or whatever, but he's going to be doing a live with me. That's what I'll do for. If you get a champion, you get a ring, you get free access to my leagues. You don't have to pay any money. If you win one of my leagues as a champion, it's almost like it's like a key to the city. Jack says no cam today, or is it a thing? My glitch? No, the camera went dead, bro. The camera went dead, and I'm not gonna stop the live for that. Y'all need y'all content. Like I said, I might go live later. Hopefully, I might let my camera charge up for a couple of hours, and I might go live. I might do another late night live just to chop it up. If nobody comes on, I might talk my little stuff and then get off. If somebody come on, we'll chill and talk it up all late night. Pause. Charlene says, I put in Rojo in my Super Bowl. Okay. Never again will I put him in. Fournette was injured at the time. I thought I won. He gave me 5 points. Yeah, it happens. You went down with the ship. You made a move. Daniel, he said, start 2. Jones, Higgins, Metcalf, Edwards, or Collins. I'm going with Metcalf and Collins. I'm going with Metcalf and Collins. Beat-us. He said, appreciate you, bro. And Chris said, start Dale or Watson. I'm doing Watson, bro. I'm going with Watson over Dale. Sport Dog says, I went with Deontay Johnson on Thursday. Happy I did. I gave Davis Gary Wilson for my flex. I have Nico Collins and Romeo Dobbs. I just added Rashee Rice. Could use one of them in my open wide receiver flex. Okay. So, bro, did I tell you to sit Deontay? Because I might have did. Because I would tell you to do that again. I can't chase Deontay. I can't chase that PPR guy. Now, if he keep doing it, now I'm gonna be genuine. I'm not just gonna be off a guy just because I don't want to tell you to play him. Like I said, I don't always make the right starts and sits. But I'm glad you did, bro. You got to go down with your own ship. He says, happy I did. I have Gabe Davis, Gary Wilson for my 2 flex. I have Nico Collins and Romeo Dobbs. I just added Rashee Rice. Could use one of them in my open wide receiver flat spots. I'm going with Nico over Romeo, and over Rashee Rice. I'm going with Nico. He's a starting wide receiver, and he's a little volatile lately, but I still like him. He's the number one. And if he don't play good this week, then we have to move him down because that's two to 3 weeks that he hasn't did anything. But he's the number one wide receiver. CJ Stroud is good enough to handle a number one wide receiver in the NFL, in my opinion, at this moment. So let me know, bro. Did I tell you to sit Deontay? Just to keep context, not to just, because like I said, I don't make all the right starts and sits. Let me see here. Charlene says, especially running backs, they get more injury a lot more than any other position. Yep, that's why you got to stash them. I agree 100%. Charlene says, you're on camera now. Yes, you're on candid camera. Andrew says, Goddard or Kincaid at tight end? Goddard or Kincaid at tight end? I'm going with Kincaid. I'm going with Kincaid. Yep, I'm going with Kincaid. Andrew says, thank you. Anytime, bro. Chris says, drop Waller. You don't have to. You can. You can. Yeah. Yep, you can. I would stash him, but he's probably not going to be nothing for the rest of the season. So I will go ahead and move on and start working towards my next new tight end. We tried. I like Waller this year. You see what he did when he's active? He couldn't stay healthy. I think I don't know if he'll ever be healthy for a whole season again. Sports Dog says, camera is working there, TD 921. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah, I know that now. I turned it back on. I had to charge it. It went dead. Some reason it didn't charge while I was out all day. That probably was me. I didn't plug it in all the way. It could go dead again anytime, but I wanted to at least bring it up back on. But either way, we're going to finish the live. Travis says, I need more of the relationship comparison. Yes. That's what, listen, I got that from somebody. I'm gonna tell y'all how my delivery came. Who I learned from. Y'all gonna be surprised. I'm gonna tell you this real quick story. So in high school, I used to get in debates between classes about sports, and I won 90% of the time. And this guy, he said, man, you remind me of Skip Bayless. And I'm like, who's Skip Bayless? And I didn't watch ESPN. I was one of the people that say, man, how you watch the same stuff over and over again? And this dude was like, man, that's not all ESPN. They actually have shows. I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching. I might watch it for 5 minutes and then I'm off of it. And then when I went through some stuff where I wasn't working for a while, I started watching a lot of TV. And I started watching ESPN, and I seen the show come on. It was called First Take. The first 4 or 5 months of First Take, and Skip Bayless was on there. And I didn't agree with everything that Skip Bayless was saying, but I loved the way he broke his takes down. And then another show started coming on. It was Colin Cowherd. And Colin Cowherd always broke everything down to like real life stuff. Like he would talk about why he hired a certain people. He would talk about why he didn't hire the new guy from Harvard, and he got a guy out of a community college. And he said the people that come out of Harvard, they think they're smarter than everybody, and they don't got to work hard. Their mom and daddy is rich, and they don't work hard. He said the people who are successful in life are the people who ain't never had nothing and got to work for everything. And I'm like, that's real. And that makes sense in life. I know how I feel. Like a lot of people are, man, why you started YouTube? Because, hey, I love that I ain't have a lot in life. I want to go out and achieve a lot of things in life. If I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, life would be boring. I don't want to go out and achieve and make my own destiny and be great. And so Colin Cowherd always compared things to relationships, real life stuff. And I love Skip Bayless. I got a little bit of him in me too, but I also Colin Cowherd. Those are my two guys that I think I have my YouTube and my fantasy football content over. So I just want to tell you that, brother. So I like doing the relationships because that's real. I'm not gonna give you a bunch of analytics. Sometimes it's like real life. Go down with the ship. It ain't just who 14.5 and 18.9. That don't mean nothing. That 14.5 guy may hit. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. AJ, what's going on, AJ? He said standard. Higgins or Devin Singletary? I'm going with Devin Singletary in standard. I'm going with the running back in standard. Jack Boo says, what other sports do you watch? Bro, I watch football, basketball, and watch baseball. Baseball I don't watch as much. Hockey and soccer, I don't really watch a lot of it. I respect it. I watch golf a little bit. I watch tennis a little bit. But mainly football, basketball, and baseball. Those are my main sports. Samuel says, half-point PPR, I have Josh Downs in the flex. If he's out, pick one. Christian Watson, Rashad Johnson, or Charbonnet. I'm going with Christian Watson if Josh Downs is out. Half-point PPR. I can't go with Charbonnet unless Kenneth Walker is hurt and he's going to be on the limited snap base. Chris says Pop Douglas or Christian Watson. I'm going with Pop. Pop got a nice floor. Pop got a nice floor. Standard, Brian Robinson, Douglas, Dotson, or need to. I'm going to go with Pop, and that's close over Dotson. Oh, wait a minute. It's standard. It's standard. I'm going with Dotson and standard over Brian Robinson. I'm going with Dotson. Usually I'm gonna go with the running back, but Brian Robinson, he's not optimal. He's not optimal this week. Usually I'm going with him, man, but I'm gonna go with Dotson slightly over Brian Robinson. I can't play Pop in standard. I can't play Pop in standard. Okay, let me see. Sports Dog says, no, you said based on what I had for wide receiver, maybe Johnson, the touchdown Johnson scored made his total jump from 14 to 22 points. No, you just said based on what I had for wide receivers, maybe Johnson. Okay. The touchdown Johnson scored made his total jump from 14 to 22. Okay. Thank you for the context, bro. Even if I just told you to sit him, I still wanted you to let me know because I need to know, right? I can't watch every single thing or go back and watch all the videos, especially my lives. My videos, I go back and watch them, but my lives, they be too long, right? So I kind of have to go off of what I can remember. Let me see here. Daniel says start 2. Pollard, Swift, Edwards, or Jones. I'm gonna go with Pollard just because you don't have any better running backs on here. I'm going with Pollard and Swift, and those guys have the best capital. Like they top backs, they top 24 backs. Well, Pollard ain't being, but as far as his ranking, you still have to rank him there because he's a starting running back. Swift is a starting running back. So I'm gonna go with Pollard and Swift because Edwards don't have a great matchup against Seattle, and Jones has been hurt. So I'm gonna go with Pollard and Swift. It was his first touchdown this year. Yeah, right. But he's been hurt a lot too. He also been hurt. Mr. Edwards says Douglas, Singletary, Watson, B. Cooks, Rondell, or Quentin Johnson in the flex. 4 PPR, bro. I'm going with Pop and 4 PPR. It's close between him and Singletary. I think Singletary got more touchdown upside than any of those guys. But PPR monster is Pop. So You could go with Singletary, but I'm gonna say Pop. But you could go with Singletary. I like Singletary this week. He's actually one of my sleepers. I like the touchdown upside. Now, he's not going to catch as many passes as Douglas. Douglas should catch about 8 passes this game. He should. That's 8 points automatically on top of how many yards he get. Singletary, I think he's going to have a good game. I don't know. That offensive line is not that good, but Singletary been looking better than Damian Pierce all year. So let's see. He could go and break a long 30, 40-yard run, and then he can end up being a top 12 running back for the week. So, and for PPR, I just like Pop. I think he don't got nobody else. I mean, he's the only wide receiver out there. Tyquan Thornton and Devontae Parker is out. Hunter Henry is there. What, they going to go to Hunter Henry 12 times? No, I think this Pop going to get a lot of targets. So that's the only reason why I'm going with a running back over Singletary. And Singletary, this is his first week. So, but I still like him. So it's between Douglas and Singletary, bro. I'm gonna tell you Douglas. Jack says, how you feel about Akers taking over the backfield? I love Akers. I've been telling people to pick up Akers, stash him. I'm playing Akers in all my leagues, especially when Joshua Dobbs comes back. I love them when he comes back. King Jack says, start Madison or Michael Thomas this week. Michael Thomas. Big Will says Joshua Palmer for the Chargers is out. Pick up Quentin Johnson. Yes, he's a stash. And I should have did this video already. I'm going to do it this coming up week, which is kind of late. But Quentin Johnson is a stash, and they're going to get him the ball different. They're not going to try to throw it downfield. That's not what he's great at. He's great with, like, the yak. If he catch the ball, it's going to be hard for them old corners to tackle because that's a young stud right there. That's a young stallion. Pause. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Charlene says, we won the World Series a couple days ago. Love Texas, you all. Yes, we know you from Texas. Texas diehard. Colorado Buffalo D playing today. Yes, you know what? The corner, Hunter, you know Travis Hunter, a monster. That man might finish with about 10 picks. Had that one bad game because it was rusty. And Bill Dan says Chiefs defense or Patriots. I'm going with the Patriots out of those two guys, two teams. Chiefs playing against the Dolphins. That's we can't do that. Even though I love the Chiefs defense rest of the season, not tomorrow. But Patriots, I'm gonna go with the Patriots. Which they don't. I think they could be had a little bit, but they still a really good defense, especially against the run. All right, guys, I guess I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I appreciate everybody staying tuned. Guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Y'all be safe. Let me see here. Let's see how many likes we got before I get out of here. We got 37 likes. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's go. We at least could have 40 before we get out of here. All right, guys, y'all be safe. Peace. Yep. Ham, purple, blue, peace. Yes, sir. I said what I said. Yes, sir.
E-Butter go crazy.